Try it right now. Seriously. Reach over and tickle yourself. Your ribs, your neck, the bottom of your foot. Go on. Nothing, right? It just feels like a poke. Now picture someone else doing the exact same thing. Same fingers, same spot. You'd be squirming, laughing, begging them to stop. Same body, same touch. So why is one a tickle and the other absolutely nothing? The answer has almost nothing to do with your skin, and everything to do with a secret prediction your brain is running every second of your life. Start by throwing out the obvious answer. It is not your skin. Your skin has no idea whose fingers are touching it. The nerve endings in your ribs fire exactly the same whether it's your hand or a stranger's. The touch signal that reaches your brain is completely identical. And yet one makes you scream and the other makes you yawn. So the difference isn't in the message. It's in what your brain does with it before you ever feel a thing. Because your brain did something to that touch the instant you moved. It saw it coming. And to understand how, you need to know the single most important thing your brain does, a thing it never tells you about. Your brain is not a camera, passively recording the world. It's a prediction machine. It's constantly running a fraction of a second ahead of reality, guessing what's about to happen, before it happens. Here's the crucial part. Every single time you decide to move, your brain doesn't just send the command to your muscles. It secretly sends a copy of that command somewhere else, to a region at the back of your head called the cerebellum. And the cerebellum uses that copy to do something incredible. It predicts in advance exactly what your body is about to feel, where your finger will land, how hard, what it'll feel like, all before your finger has even moved. This is the trick. When the prediction matches what actually happens, your own finger landing right where the brain guessed, the cerebellum does something sneaky. It cancels the sensation out, turns the volume way down. That's why your own touch feels dull and boring. It's why you can't sneak up on yourself. Your brain already knew. A tickle you completely predicted isn't a tickle at all. It's just a finger. And this canceling isn't just about tickling. It's how your brain quietly mutes all the boring, expected feelings of being you. Your clothes on your skin, your tongue in your mouth, so it can save its attention for what actually matters, the unexpected. Now bring in someone else. When a friend reaches over to tickle you, your brain hits a wall. It never sent a command to move their hand, so it has no prediction. And with no prediction, there is nothing to cancel. So the touch arrives at full, screaming volume. Your brain flags it in bright red. Not me, unexpected, pay attention now. And that jolt of surprise, firing across your skin, that is the tickle. That's the whole secret. A tickle isn't really about the touch, it's about the surprise. You can't tickle yourself because you can never truly surprise yourself. Your brain is always one step ahead of your own hand. Scientists actually proved this with one of the greatest experiments ever built, a tickle robot. Here's how it works. You press a lever. The lever tells a robot arm to stroke a piece of soft foam across your palm. When the foam moves the instant you press, perfectly in sync with your own hand, your brain treats it as self-made. It predicts it, cancels it. No tickle. Boring. But then they added a tiny delay, just a fifth of a second between your press and the touch. And suddenly, you can tickle yourself. The prediction no longer lines up, the brain can't cancel it, and the tickle floods back. Twist the direction too, and it's even stronger. Which leads to something genuinely strange. Tickling isn't actually pleasure. The laughter is a reflex, not real joy. Tickle someone long enough, and the laughing turns to panic, to tears, to stop. It can be a kind of torture. And look at where you're actually ticklish. Your ribs, your neck, your armpits, the soles of your feet, your belly. Notice a pattern? Those are your softest, most vulnerable, most killable spots. The exact places you'd protect in a fight. So one big idea is that ticklishness is an ancient alarm, a reflex to twist and guard your weak points the instant something touches them. Wrapped around a social signal, it only feels playful with someone you trust, which is exactly why a stranger tickling you isn't funny, it's creepy. Because this quiet prediction system does something far more important than ruin tickles. It's how your brain draws the line between you and everything else, between me and not me. Every time you move, that prediction quietly tags the result as yours. It's why you know your own hand moved because you moved it, and not because the world reached in and moved it for you. It's the invisible thread that makes you feel like a single, unified person. And here's the quietly profound part. When this system works differently, when the brain stops tagging its own actions as its own, the results are striking. Some people whose self-prediction misfires can genuinely tickle themselves. And for some, their own inner voice or movements can start to feel as if they belong to someone else entirely. So the next time your own tickle falls completely flat, don't feel cheated. You're bumping into one of the most important tricks your brain has. Your brain is always one step ahead of you, quietly predicting your own actions before they happen, so you never lose track of where you end and the world begins. It's the thing that makes you feel like you. And a tickle? A tickle is just that rare, delicious moment when the world finally moves faster than your brain can predict. It's the feeling of being genuinely surprised by your own body.